Hello and welcome to What's Up Weekly. I'm Haley Nelson.
And I'm Connor Sunday. Thanks for joining us on our final episode of this semester.
Now, it will be sad to say goodbye today, but we have a great show for you with the latest news on a big name coming to campus and comedy around Bloomington.
Plus, more on the Mean Girls movie marking 10 years in the pop culture spotlight.
That's right, but first,
let's toss it over to social media director Bianca Lev for more on what's trending this week.
Bianca?
Beyonce and Jay-Z are of course trending after confirming that they will be touring together this summer. The power couple has often performed together, but this will be their first joint tour. The On the Run tour will kick off June 25th in Miami. Hollywood's most eligible bachelor, George Clooney, is off the market. The star is engaged, and the news quickly rose to the top of trending lists everywhere after it was announced that the actor would wed a human activist. Clooney might be off the market, but Prince Harry is back on. The prince was trending this week after news of his split with Cressida Bonas broke. Rumors swirled earlier this year that the two were getting ready to settle down. The two remain close, and it's worth mentioning that Prince William and Kate Middleton also split for a brief period of time. That's all I have for you today. I'm Bianca Lev.
Thanks, Bianca. Now, campus was buzzing with news that Breaking Bad actor Jonathan Banks was coming to speak at the IU Cinema and teach a master theater class Wednesday.
But in a press release Wednesday morning, the actor's visit was canceled. Due to illness, Banks is rescheduling his visit to Bloomington for fall of 2014. He will most likely be back in September, according to the cinema.
That's right. Now, Banks is best known for playing Mike on the hit AMC series Breaking Bad, and he also played Professor Hickey on NBC's Community.
This is only the second gig Banks has missed in his entire 47-year career.
That's really impressive, and I'm also impressed. Meryl Streep, now him, these are big names.
IU has been doing a great job getting some A-list celebs.
Absolutely. Now, did you know that there are 7 comedy groups here on campus?
I had no idea.
Well, the number has continued to grow in the past 5 years, and part of that is because of a comedy festival that was brought here 3 years ago. What's Up Weekly correspondent Hillary Simon tagged along with some of the comedy groups to find out what it is about comedy they love.
It's a community full of love, support, and especially laughter.
I look up to so many people in the comedy community that it's just really cool to be able to have so much of it happening, which is also why I'm really excited about IUCCF.
She's referring to the IU Campus Comedy Festival, where all 7 comedy groups came together to show IU what they've been working on all year.
It's just going to be not only really funny, but I think really beautiful to see so many different kinds of comedy collaboratively intertwined with one another, because you have sketch, then you have a stand-up in between, and then some improv, and it's just so fluid and cool.
IUCCF was brought back 3 years ago thanks to former executive director Tim Hickle, who came back to Bloomington to support his comedy friends.
It should be every great leader's goal is trying to build a community that will function better without you than it did with you. So I'm proud to see that I came back and this community is functioning much better without me than it did with me. That is a great source of pride for me because I believe in all the guys in there that are currently making this festival so great.
Since Hickle brought back IUCCF, the comedy community has continued to grow and become closer.
It's a good community. It hasn't, just in recent years, it's really been coming together. People are doing shows, a lot of people from different groups are going to other groups' shows.
Since they joined, they couldn't imagine life without it.
It's so hard to pinpoint exactly what it is that I think makes it special. It's so, there's a great deal of, I would call it warmth, I suppose. There's a lot of support and zero judgment.
I like to think of comedy as something I need in my life, where I just love to laugh and I love to make people laugh, and I think that's something that's really special.
Although the majority of the students are not theater majors, many of them told me that they wouldn't be surprised if they pursued comedy as their career after graduation. For What's Up Weekly, I'm Hillary Simon.
With the end of the semester wrapping up, some of the comedy groups will have their last performance this week. Awkward Silence Comedy will be performing Thursday night at 9 p.m. in the IMU Georgian Room.
And the University Twits will be performing with Awkward Silence Comedy Friday at 9 p.m.
Thanks, Hillary. I'm going to see some of these free shows at the IMU.
Oh, absolutely. It's always fun to do on a Friday night. And speaking of comedy, Connor and I think we should have worn pink today because a Wednesday marks the 10-year anniversary of the generation-defining film, Mean Girls.
It's hard to imagine, but since 2004, we've been trying to make fetch happen. And now it's hard to get on Facebook or any other social media without seeing Mean Girls references, memes or photos.
That's right. Now, on its opening weekend, Mean Girls was no smash hit, surprisingly. I didn't know that. Bringing in just over $24 million. But over time, The Plastics became one of the most popular clicks in all of movie history. Starring big names like Lindsay Lohan, Rachel McAdams, and Tina Fey, who also wrote the movie. Over the last 10 years, Mean Girls have been referenced by everyone from Jennifer Lawrence to President Obama. So do you have a favorite movie moment?
That's a tough one. I think just going with the quote that we wear pink on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
I think that's just the most iconic one that I can think of.
I'm there with you. It always
And
makes me
actually, my favorite scene is the lion scene where
Oh.
she jumps across the table into Regina's lap.
That's a good one too. Both are good. Top two, definitely. Here at What's Up Weekly, we don't often have the chance to thank some of our awesome behind-the-scenes staffers.
Yes, one of our most dedicated production techs is leaving us soon to go back home to
I
England.
know, I'm so sad, but before she goes, we want to bring her on set for a quick chat to get her British perspective on living in the US for the first time and obviously her experience attending IU.
Hello, Anne. Thanks for coming on camera with us today.
Hi, it's
thanks
nice to
for
be here.
Coming on this side of the camera. So I guess the first thing we want to know, what were your expectations, coming here?
Well, I was told it would be a lot bigger than British University, and that the workload would be a lot greater. And it's kind of lived up to my expectations. It is really big, but finally I know my way around. And there was lots of work, but it was kind of manageable. And also I was warned there would be tornadoes, but there weren't any, thankfully.
That's good.
I was lucky for you.
What would you say was your most fond memory?
Well, I've really enjoyed meeting new people, and everyone I've met's been lovely, particularly at IUSTV.
Thank you.
And I've had the chance to travel to places like Nashville, Tennessee, and Chicago.
Cool.
Yeah.
So I guess what's the weirdest thing from your perspective about American culture?
Well, when I first got here, I heard the IU basketball song, and I was amazed by how everyone's so into the sports teams and really excited about attending IU when no one has that kind of school pride in England at all, really.
Wow, interesting. So one last question. What are you most excited to go home to?
I'm looking forward to home cooking because although when I first got here, I was really excited by all the food options, but the portions are just too big, and I'm ready to go home.
Good old America, right?
Well, thank you so much for being here. We're really going to miss you behind the scenes.
Thanks.
And now it's time for our final Instagram photo of the week. And this one is for all you foodies out there.
Yeah, B-Town Menus Instagram this pic of a burger and fries from Bub's Burgers, which obviously everybody needs to try before they graduate. So good.
That looks delicious right now. But the burger seems to, like it's missing ketchup and...
Mustard?
Oh!
Oh, hey guys.
Hi, Hannah. Welcome back. This is what, your third episode you've been on in costume?
Yeah, I like to make a little appearance here and there, It's
Thanks.
the last episode.
Thanks for coming back.
Aren't you missing someone?
Yeah, he couldn't catch up though, so left him back there. So I'm here to wish everyone good luck on exams.
And then, happy summer.
But even though it will be summer, you can still get updates from the IUSTV News Department on Facebook and Twitter.
Thanks for watching our final episode of What's Up Weekly. Best of luck to all the senior staff members.
And before we go, I want to say a big thank you to our entire IUSTV family and all of our viewers.
From all of us here at IUSTV News.
Oh, we can all say
Thanks
it.
for watching.
Thanks for watching.